everyone is frustrated. But like I said, we're not panicking. 2 games in, we got 15 games left. So I'll just take a deep breath and relax. We're going to be fine.
Let's go. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and drippin' orange and black and white. Day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every end day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle drippin' heat, tigers strike the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who they, time to put your hands up. Bingo stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle drippin'. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feastin' now. Fit the pounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and drippin' orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move close on? Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange up on 'em, bingo bought 'em, never stop it till the beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and drippin' orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move close and on? Now who wanna move on? All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals, and also home of Jackpot Joey, who I think is going to be the NFL MVP. Anyway, have you guys tried out the delicious Jackpot Joey beer yet? If you haven't, why not? Please do so. It is pretty much everywhere right now. If you haven't checked it out, you should, because it's delicious. It's named after the greatest quarterback in NFL and Bengals history. It's also an award-winning beer. Won the gold medal for American Light Ale. There's 15 entries, and it won gold. So not only is it delicious, it's also award-winning. Also, if you guys are ever interested in any of the Jackpot Joey merchandise, check it out. It is at, hold on, let me get it up here. There you go. Bam. JackpotJoey9.com. Check that out there, because portions of the proceeds go to the Joe Burrow Hunger Relief Fund and the Joe Burrow Fund. So we're supporting both of them. So if you want a hat like this or a flag or any of the cool stuff that we had, the shirts, go there to JackpotJoey9.com and check it out. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, if you're watching the show on Facebook or Twitter, and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, why not? Please do so. Please go to the YouTube channel, Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button, hit the bell for notification. And every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat crew, we're doing super chats. So if you got something that you want to ask Mike Petraglia, which I am hoping he's going to be on. he said that he would be on here today because he wasn't able to connect with me Friday. He wanted to go at 5 o'clock, and he said we were good, and I haven't heard anything from him, but I'm still hoping he's going to be on. If you want to ask him a question or just support the show, give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. YouTubers, you guys are awesome. We're at 1,949 subscribers. As always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, one more thing to get to before we get going here on the show. We have this giveaway that we're having to do here. We're giving away Bengal Suite tickets. We're giving away tomorrow. Now, the cutoff time to enter to win 2 sweet tickets to the Bengal Carolina game is tomorrow at noon. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Bengals and Brews, follow us on Twitter, and then get on the link here, betfred.com right here. So subscribe, so fill out the information here. It's free. You get a free $20 bet anyway, and you have a chance to win other Bengals tickets other than the ones that we're giving away. So they're always giving away Bengals tickets. They're giving away merchandise. They're giving you a free $20 to bet because January 1st, betting is legal in Ohio. So what I would do is I'd sign up. I'd take the $20. I'd put another $20 on it and bet the Bengals win the Super Bowl. That's what I would do. But, hey, who am I? So, like I said, again, sign up down here. Follow my show. Follow Bengals and Brews. Follow us on Twitter, both shows on Twitter, and then screenshot all of that. Put your initials on it and send it to us. And we will get you down for the giveaway. Sorry, lots of stuff going on here. Anyway, let's get to this thing. All right, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween to everybody. What's up to everybody in the group chat there? William's in there. Who else is in there? Joe Wood, Stranger. I saw you in there. Chris is in there. Hey, I guess I'm for Toledo. What's up? Ryan, what's up? What's going on? All right, so let's get to this. All right, we got the Bengals and the Browns. We got the Boo, which is Battle of Ohio, which I think is a silly name, but Battle of Ohio, the Boo, is on Halloween. How fitting. Now, everybody's wondering about, Chase, what are they going to do? Well, what the Bengals have done today is they have elevated Trent Taylor and Dominic Davis up from the practice squad to the regular team, which, I knew Trent Taylor, we all figured this was going to happen. Now, do you think, Trent Taylor, are they expecting him to replace Jamar Chase? No, absolutely not. They're expecting T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd and Hayden Hurst and Joe Mixon and Chris Evans and all these other weapons we got to help not take the place, but at least take some of the weight off of everybody for Jamar Chase. So, again, I think we're going to be, I won't say absolutely fine, but we're going to be better than people think we are because people are not giving T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd credit for how good they are. Now, let's just get to Tyler Boyd here. This is something I posted up on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. This is Tyler Boyd's record versus the Browns. 47 receptions, 487 yards, and 4 touchdowns against the Browns. That's just against the Browns. So please put some respect on Tyler Boyd's name. Put some respect on T. Higgins' name. I literally had, I don't remember the guy's name, but somebody trying to argue with me on Twitter saying that T. Higgins and Jamar Chase are not elite number 1 wide receivers. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. Like that, you're absolutely crazy. Of course they are. So I don't know what people are thinking. Like, I understand losing Jamar Chase is big. Don't get me wrong. It is big, but it's not catastrophic. The award is not ending. Hopefully he'll be back in 4 weeks. I don't know, but we have one of, if not the most talented rosters in the NFL. We had that for a reason. Like I said, we've been able to survive DJ Reader. We've been able to survive without Logan Wilson. Yes, I know. They're not Jamar Chase. But DJ Reader is as important a piece on that defense as Jamar Chase is on this offense. And we've been able to make it without him until hopefully DJ comes back, which I think is going to be after the bye week, I think. Anyway, all right, let's get to some of the comments here while we're on Trags to jump on. And maybe Trags, maybe he's not going to jump on. I don't know what's going on. All right, it's here. Killer 96. I predict that ESPN's Monday Night Countdown crew will be at the ESPN Seaport District Studios in New York this evening. Oh, you don't think they're gonna be in Cincinnati or you don't think they're gonna be in Cleveland? I don't know. Let's see here. Who day. Time for the clowns to go down. Here, Chris. What time do I find out where to come get my tickets for that suite? We are announcing the winner, whoever it is, at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Dale will be on here because we always do Ice Brew Days on Tuesday. So Dale will be on from Bengals and Brewers, and we will. So the cutoff is noon. So make sure if you guys haven't entered yet, make sure you enter by noon, and we'll be announcing it around 6 o'clock tomorrow. All right, Deontay, let's get it. Let's get to 6-3-1. 4 in a row before the bye week comes off the bye week at 7-3, 2-2-5 in a row. Yeah, 7-3 sounds good to me. 6-3 sounds good. All that sounds good to me. Let's see here. Fuji, Dominic Davis called up. That's interesting. Yeah, that one is kind of interesting. I've been trying to figure. I mean, honestly, I've been busy all day. I saw that. I've been trying to figure out why he's up. I know Trent's up there, but Dominic, I don't know. Chris, is Joe Burrow out? Nope. Okay, then we're good. Exactly. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Now, like I said, if we lose jackpot, we're screwed. I know people will come at me because we got to argue with people before, like, well, that's why you need a better backup quarterback. If we have a backup quarterback, we have the greatest backup quarterback in there. It still ain't Joe Burrow. It's still not going to be as good. We're probably screwed. Let's see here. Chris. Another Chris. T is better than most ones in the league. Boyd is solid. Exactly. That's T. Higgins. Like I said, people need to put some respect on T. Higgins' name. People need to put some respect on Tyler Boyd's name. These boys are going to be good. Now, you say, well, they got to deal with double teams. Okay. Well, let's put it to you this way. The second, I wish I knew the stats, but Joe Burrow's second game ever in the NFL was on Thursday Night Football against the Cleveland Browns. He did not have Jamar Chase, though. He had T. Higgins. T. Higgins was a rookie. T. Higgins caught his first NFL pass versus the Browns. That offensive line was awful. The defense was terrible because they couldn't get off the field, and that's the reason we lost the game. I think Joe threw for 270-something yards. He was killing them. I'm not worried about this game. Now, do I think we're going to blow them out? No, I don't think we're going to blow them out. I think it's a tough AFC North game. But I don't think – I think we're going to win. We should win. We're the better team even without Jamar. Chris, what's up? Boo Day. Halloween primetime. That win is coming. Exactly. You got Mixon. Zach's got Mixon. Goes for 150 over under. All you're asking. Are you talking – now, that's my press. Are you talking rushing yards or are you talking total yards? Rushing yards, no. I don't think he goes off for that many. Total yards, maybe. Because somebody's got to step up. That's the thing. We're going to have other guys step up and take the slack. And like I said, I'm keep banging this drum. I want to see Chris Evans in the slot. I want to see that. Running game is huge tonight. It's huge to keep doing what they've been doing. They've been I'm pretty sure they've been averaging 4 to 5 yards on average as their run. Now, see, this is where I have a hard time. It's like, we got to run the ball now. No, we still can do our same offense. I mean, you got to do it a little differently, but the running game has to be effective enough, and that's what it's been. I mean, the running game has been effective. They've just been throwing the ball so well that they haven't ran it as much. So I don't necessarily agree that they have. If you're saying they have to run the ball, I don't necessarily agree with that because I think it has to be good enough to where they have to respect the run. That opens up for I'm telling you, Hayden Hurst. That's my key to the game. I really think Hayden Hurst is going to be a big time player for this team going ahead. Because look, all right, let's say you got to have a third option, right? So everybody moves up. T's number 1, TB's number 2, Hayden Hurst number 3, or Mixon's number 3, and Hurst is number 4. However you want to put it. Those are your options. And like I said, hopefully you got Chris Evans coming out too. Let's see here. Shelvin out. He's been on the roster the last couple weeks. I I don't know. He might be the one that they moved. I honestly, Fuji, if I knew, I'd tell you. I don't know. Haas, what's up, buddy? Who day? Let's see. Yeah, that might be why. Yeah, that might be. You're right. That might be why Davis got called up. I don't know. I haven't. Like I said, I've unfortunately been really busy today with other stuff, so I've been trying to keep up on things, and it's hard when you have an actual job, actually 2 actual jobs, and then this that you really like doing. I'm trying to keep up with it. What do you got, Jan, sorry. The old NBC game show entitled Dog Eat Dog with the host Brooke Burns had a dog pound. Really? All right. I remember hearing that of that game show. I never watched it. All right, Chris, here you go. I predicted Hurst goes for 102 TDs. All right, that's it. All right, let's go with this here in the chat. What's your guys' who's going to go off tonight? Chris is saying Hurst. I'm saying Hurst is going to go off, but I'm also saying T's going to go off. So I have like 2 of them. But just pick one. I'm going with Hurst. I'm going to go with Chris. So who is the Bengal that is going to go off on offense for them tonight? All right, Kane here. I think Shelvin played his last snap for us, to be honest. He might have. I cannot remember. All right, Zach, you're saying total yards. Okay, yeah, I'm agreeing with you. 150 total yards. I think. Let's see. Over. Let's see here. I think he's going to be at that. I don't know if I take that back. I think I said over, but 150 over that is a lot. And because I think everybody else is going to get more too. So I think right around there, I might take the under on that. Now I'm really thinking about it here because I think Hayden Hurst is going to go off and I think T's going to go off. So yeah, I think it might be under that, like 140, 120. But yeah, I think Joe has to have a good game and is going to. Foxy, what is this? What is your Twitter account? Setting up Twitter account just to try to win. It is my Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trenopole. Basically, Foxy, if you go on Google and you Google Sports with Strawberry Ice, it'll all pop up. But it's Jeff A. Trenopole, JFF, capital A, then it's TRENNEPOHL. So if you type in Sports with Strawberry Ice on Twitter, you should be able to find me. But that's the at or whatever. Let's see here. Jungle Jerry, how many corners are out for the Elves? 1 for sure. I think possibly 2. But I'm not exactly. I know 1 for sure is out. You join. I don't think I think something else came up. I don't think he's going to be able to come up here. What? Oh, that's right. You need it on Twitter. Hold on. My buddy Dale, my boy, is about to jump on, so he's going to help me while I'm drowning here, trying to do the show by myself. This is what happens sometimes, and you think people are going to come on and they don't. And if nothing gets tracked, he's a busy guy, and it's Monday night. I would have really appreciate him trying to come on. Let's see here. There you go. All right. So my boy Dale will be coming on. We're going to have Ice Brew Days a day early. Let's see here. Sherry. Our guys are going to step up for Jamar. It's going to be great. That's what I think. This offense, the reason I'm not worried, this offense is clicking too good. And everybody said, well, it's clicking good because of Jamar. If you see the way Joe's throwing the ball, he's putting the ball exactly where he wants it. I know him and Jamar are on a whole other level. You can't replace that. But he's doing the ball placement and everything with everybody, with TB, with T, with everybody. So that's why I'm not worried as much. What's up, Dale? I'm not worried as much about this offense. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna be a juggernaut like we were. I mean, it's gonna be a loss, but there's other factors in this offense, and there's other excellent players that we have. It's not just a one-man show. What's up, Dale?
Yeah, it's not a one-man show. That's why you brought me in.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a one-man show, and I've just been here talking to myself the whole time.
Well, I didn't know, like you kind of told me last minute. I didn't 5:30. I'm like,
Well, I came out 5 because that's what
know.
Trags said. That's what he did to me Friday. He said he'd come on at 5 o'clock, and I said, all right. And then the whole Jamar Chase thing happened, and I was talking to him all weekend. I said, can he come on Monday? And he said, yeah, 5 o'clock. I said, all right. And I set it up. So that's anyway, whatever. Nobody needs all that stuff.
What are we talking about? We talking about the Cleveland Clowns?
We're talking about the Cleveland Clowns. I'm actually talking about here. I asked everybody in the group chat here, who is going to be their player that is going to go off tonight? And we're getting some of them here. Jungle Jerry is with me. He says Hurst. That's who I got two of them, but mine is Hurst and TB. But I'm going, if I got to go with one, I'm going with Hurst. I think he's got a good shot of going off today.
I'm leaning Boyd, man. I'm leaning 3 in a row with Boyd, just continuing what he's doing. Like I said on our shows Saturday with Bengalorian, and you hopped on. I said I could see this being his game. He has one a year where he gets 12 catches.
Look at this.
12.
Yes, 12. This is his numbers versus the Browns. 47 receptions, 487 yards, or 4 touchdowns just against the Browns. Right there. So, I mean, this could be the game. He gets 12. This could be. He always has one.
I mean, I don't see any reason he can't. Like, the way he's playing right now, it's like him and Joe have an elite connection right now. Better than what he has with Higgins at the moment. Doesn't mean Higgins can't ball out, too. Like, I fully expect him to step up. But I just the chemistry that's already there with Boyd, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go, baby. Let's fucking keep feeding Boyd. Like, let's just give it to him.
I got no problem. I mean, the first touchdown last week was to Boyd right off the jump. I mean, we scored, the first minute of the game? That was awesome.
And maybe these will be a little tougher catches, so maybe he won't have as many yards. But let's just say he gets 12 catches and he gets 130 yards with a touchdown. Like, sounds good to me.
Yep, that works. All right, so here we go, Tommy. I'm trying to go through the comments here. I'm a little behind here. Hurst has the best chance of going off. Teams target their TBs a lot against the Browns, Bengals included. There you go. Good. What you got, Dale? Good.
No, I want to see that comment about who's Burrow going to dress up like.
I heard Burrow's going to dress up like Hardball on his way into the stadium tonight. Who day? I have no idea.
Which one? I mean, you got Jim Harbaugh from Michigan. He's going to wear the khakis and look like fucking befuddled. Or you got fucking, what's the brother's name? Fuck.
John
Harbaugh. Yeah.
Yeah, John and Jim. Honestly, I get them both confused.
The Ravens coach just goes on the sideline. He's like, Lamar, you want to go for it, Lamar? Okay. And then he's like, damn, maybe I shouldn't listen to Lamar. And then the very next week, he does the same shit.
Same thing. I know. Well, he did that Monday night. I was laughing. Lamar's like, no, we got this. And then Lamar threw a crappy ass pass. They didn't get it on fourth down. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Chris here says, I'm going with Boyd.
I agree.
Because T is going to get double coverage. Yeah, that's exactly what you're kind of saying.
Yeah, I agree. And he's just, the chemistry is so good with Boyd. And it's like, that's why I don't know how much I want to line him up outside. Like, because there's a lot of talk. Trent Taylor will slide into the slot and, we'll keep TB outside a little more this game.
Does Trent have the speed to go outside? That's the thing. That's why you might put it into. TB does have the speed to go outside. I don't know if. I'm not sure if that's Trent is.
No, but I think they'll mix it. You know what I'm saying? I in a way, I hope they lean a bit more toward Mike Thomas on the outside. Keep T-Boy in the slot and just let him eat.
That's why I say put Chris Evans outside. I want to see him at least once. That dude's fast. I like to see what he's got there. All right, Sherry, Tyler Hurst and Mixon are going to go off those Browns big time. Yeah, baby, let's go.
I got the nervous energy, yo. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I hate these late games, the Sunday nights, the Monday nights, even the Thursday nights. Like, unless they're in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
If they're in Cincinnati, it's like, well, fuck, I'm just
party
drinking, having a good time. But on the road games, when I'm at home, I'm like, oh, fuck, what am I gonna do now?
Like, I don't know who this guy is. Say he needs a link via Twitter. I don't know.
Yeah, he sent one to the phone. I was like, wait, I can't even get on here. I'm ready now, but
I had to show you how to do that. Is Logan a go? I think he is. I'm not 99% sure. Okay, then I'll take that as a yes. Since
I'm ready.
Dale's got the jersey on, so I think
my boy is ready.
Boy is ready to go. He said Joe should dress up as Paul Brown.
He's making Paul Brown look good. He's making Mike Brown look good. He's making everybody look good now that we got him in this franchise, like straight up.
Exactly. All right. No, Eli's not playing tonight, as far as I know. But Cam
Taylor Britt season.
He's going to get his first start. So,
Tommy,
Tommy,
if he gets a pick, he's so athletic. I could see him housing it.
oh yeah,
Like,
I mean
that's a bold prediction.
We talked about this.
Pick
That,
6.
that when they drafted him, I said we talked about this, that we eventually think Cam is going to be the starting cornerback. I mean, we talked about this on Monday. I think, hey, there he is. All right, yay!
Being patient.
He made it. Woohoo!
What's up, Iceman?
What's going on, Mike? How you doing?
See what happens when you take so long, Mike? He has to have a Bengals and Brews guy fill in.
Hold on, guys. I can barely hear you.
Uh-oh. Put your earbuds in.
Our man is at the stadium.
He's on the field and everything, man.
Yeah.
This is big time here for Strawberry Ice.
You can tell I'm in Cleveland, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we can tell.
Shitty service, just shitty background. Just
Give me a second, gentlemen.
Yep, you're good, man. Go for it.
Now I should be able to hear you.
Looks like you're on the field, man.
Yeah, I am indeed. We're pregame, and it could not be better conditions for this game. We're talking 70 degrees right now, no rain. The
Nice.
grass behind me is lush and green and ready to go. A bit windy. We could have some rain between 8 and 9 o'clock, probably. But that's about it.
Hey, that sounds good. That sounds good to me. I'm excited for the game tonight. I mean, I had a couple questions here. Logan Wilson,
Sure.
he's playing tonight, right? I had a couple questions in the comments.
Say that again.
Is
Logan
Logan Wilson, is he playing tonight?
Logan Wilson is indeed playing tonight.
All right, cool. And then is
I
Tyler
told you.
Shelvin, is he still on the active roster, or what they do with him?
No, he, as a matter of fact, it's interesting you mentioned that. Dominique Davis, not Tyler Shelvin, was activated for this game off the practice squad. So I think they're going to give a look-see at Dominique Davis, somebody who really impressed in training camp, but we haven't, and some preseason games, definitely, but we haven't seen him in the regular season. He makes his debut tonight. Look for him to get some reps as, you know, they have time to give guys like B.J. Hill and Jay Tufele a blow. Obviously, Zach Carter is in that mix, but if you're talking about true two-gap guys, Dominique Davis more or less fits that bill.
and that kind of shows the faith in Shelvin. I know it would have been his third game, and that would have been it for practice squad call-ups for the year.
Correct.
So we would have had to elevate him completely for the rest of the season or not. But the fact that they didn't bring him up says a lot about he hasn't. I'm sorry, he hasn't done a lot. You know, stopping the run, and we're going against Nick Chubb, so they got faith in these other guys. It's Dominic Davis's night.
Yeah, and I think there's no reason to think that a guy like Dominique Davis won't find the moment too big. I mean, that's what coaches have to always evaluate, right? Can we throw him in a game, prime time, Monday night, against arguably the best running back, pure running back in the league, a guy that's averaging 5.8 yards a carry and over 100 yards per game? Can we throw him into a situation like that? Can he stick to his gaps? Can he not get out of his gap and get, you know, pushed around and, you know, not hit his assignment correctly? If he can play that role and play his assignment correctly, then they trust him in a situation like tonight, and obviously they wouldn't have been activating him. And they must like what they see in practice from him as well.
Right, exactly. And we've gotten a big push from, you said, I'm going to mess his name up, Tufele. I always mess
Jay
his name up.
Tufele, correct.
Okay.
Who, by the way, was a terrific pickup by Duke
Yes.
Tobin.
Yes. Where I was going.
A great pickup before last season, of course, and that was, you know, something that really the trade he made to acquire B.J. Hill from the New York Giants, right, for the center Michael Jordan, I believe it. Or no, Billy Price. Billy Price. Yes,
yeah.
Sorry, Billy Price for B.J. Hill was one of the best moves I think any Bengal general manager has made, or personnel guy has made before a season. But Jay Tufele, picking up somebody like him before the season anticipating that one of the two guys could go down, making sure that they had veteran NFL experience depth at that nose tackle position. He's looking pretty brilliant for making that move.
Right. Now that brings me to the wide receivers here, which, we tried to get you on Friday because of the internet issues. So with Jamar Chase going down, and it's kind of interesting that a lot of Bengals fans are freaking out, saying our offense is going to be completely different. We got to change a whole bunch of stuff because we don't have Jamar Chase. Is Trent Irvin? They elevated him. That's the one that does kind of concern me because they never really addressed another fourth wide receiver. Is there a chance Chris Evans? Because this is what I keep hoping for. Chris Evans can be popped out there or what?
I think there's a good chance of that. I think you're going to see a good dose of Trent Taylor. I think you're going to see Mike Thomas get some reps, and you're going to see Chris Evans. If you're trying to replace Jamar Chase, you're not going to be successful. What you try to do is try to account for the back end of the production and ask the guys that are already there, T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, to do what they do, and Hayden Hurst to do what he does. That's more than enough offense, in my estimation, in the passing game to get the job done against a team that was not going to have Denzel Ward playing against you tonight. I mean, the Bengals are not going to overreact like this. If fans are programmed to overreact, the sky is falling, but that's not the way the Bengals operate. And a lot of teams might be tempted to make a move, even trade deadline, and I'm not saying I know something, but I would be very surprised if the Bengals made a trade tomorrow for a wide receiver unless it fell into their lap. They are not going to trade draft capital just for a position, albeit Jamar Chase, who's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks.
Well, Tregs, like, who could they get better than probably like a D.D. Westbrook that they brought in for a workout anyways, like for a decent amount? Because they're not getting Terrace Marshall. Terrace Marshall is playing a lot in Carolina right now.
Right, and they are not going to get somebody like Kendrick Bourne, who's been kind of a misfit in New England. He's got talent, but the Patriots aren't going to give you somebody that they could see in the playoffs. No way. No chance of that happening. So, unless the Bengals are going to give up a second or a third round pick or even a fourth round, which the Bengals are not going to do.
They're not going to do.
Right.
So, that rules that out. What the Bengals are going to try to do is weather the storm the next, 4 to 6 weeks. They should be able to do that. They are one of the few teams in the NFL positioned this incredibly well to handle the loss of a star receiver. Does it hurt? Of course it hurts. The Bengals are going to have to make adjustments, but that's what coaches, as we are always reminded, that's what they get paid for. They get paid to come up with game plans that account for the loss of a player. What are the other strengths of our team when Jamar's not in there? And I do think Chris Evans is, that X factor, could be an X factor. But again, he's got to earn the trust both in practice and in the meeting room to show that he can, handle the responsibility or the increased responsibility.
Now, do you think that's the reason he hasn't been getting playing time? Because he started to last year in Detroit, then he got hurt, and then we never saw him again. This year, he really hasn't been a part of the offense. Is it him earning trust in the locker room and in the coaching staff? Is that the problem, you think?
I wouldn't say that necessarily, because I would make the argument the Bengals really haven't gone to him because the occasion hasn't arisen. They've had Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd, and Hayden Hurst, and Joe Mixon. I mean, you're not going to take snaps away, active snaps where they touch the ball, away from those guys just to get somebody else who's 5th or 6th on your depth chart some looks. That's not the way the Bengals operate. The best players on the field that give them the best chance to win and score points, that's what they're going to do. Now, if 1 or 2 of those guys go down, then yeah, you're going to talk about a Chris Evans getting some opportunities, certainly at a slot receiver position. That is not outside the realm of possibility. Chris Evans is a guy who can make people miss. He's just got to, sometimes he tries too hard to make people miss, as we learned last year when he, danced a lot behind the line of scrimmage. And he was told in the preseason last year, you need to cut out the dance routine behind the line of scrimmage, make one move, make one cut, and then go. And that's what, he has to learn if he's going to be more of a running back. But as a wide receiver, that's a different story. You're already starting out in space in one-on-one situations with a defensive back or, not usually a linebacker, but a defensive back. And you've got to learn to make people miss in those types of situations where it's one-on-one.
But once again, how many reps is Evans getting at wide receiver in practice and training camp and all this time? I mean, I'm sure he gets a couple here and there, but that's splitting out wide from a running back spot. You know what I mean? You can't just say, hey, go play wide receiver when we've been playing.
Well, I mean, they're not going to do that. He's very familiar with what his role is going to be once he goes into the game. He knows that if he goes into the game and they ask him to run, an X trap Y Z split, he knows what that means. And it's probably going to be outside in the slot, outside wide. It could be that. And certainly he'll get those opportunities. Ironically got those opportunities here last year in the last game of the 2021 season in the freezer bowl up here. It was incredibly cold and windy. Much warmer tonight, I am here to tell you.
I think you're thoroughly enjoying the weather up there right now, Trags.
I am thoroughly enjoying it. Cloudy.
He's glad the game is on October 31st and not January.
December. Yeah.
That's correct. 2 months later, and we're telling a different story, no doubt.
So how many people are in the stadium right now? Are they even
Gates have not been open. They opened 2 hours before, so that'd be 6:15. So in about 40 minutes or so, 45 minutes.
So what's one thing we were talking about too before you got on here? Are they gonna? You think they're gonna put TB more on the outside now, or are they gonna stick with him on the inside? Because he's been balling out on the inside, and me and Dale.
That's a great question, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know. I think they're comfortable with T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd mixing and matching, swapping positions, doing both. So you could see Tyler Boyd on the outside. You could see T. Higgins on the outside. If you're asking me what they're likely to do more of, they're probably likely to do more of T. Higgins on the outside and let TB run his underneath intermediate routes. Look, I think this could actually, the silver lining of the Jamar Chase injury is it's going to force the Bengals and Joe Burrow to look a little bit more underneath, look to the intermediate routes, and not take as many shots downfield. And I think they're going to be able to exploit a lot of defenses underneath because the Bengals are going to have they could put a lot of pressure on defenses by throwing all of those guys out in a flood type of offense where they flood a certain part of the field and defenses have to pick and choose. What are we doing? And I think in that particular situation underneath, you're going to see a lot more zone from teams. And right behind me, you see Cam Taylor-Britt is taking the field for the Bengals.
Nice.
He will be starting tonight in his first NFL start. It was good for the Bengals to get him some snaps last week. 26 snaps, I believe it was, against the Falcons, and get his feet wet. I'm excited, as are a lot of Bengal fans, to watch him play and see what he can do. He's probably going to see a lot of Donovan People-Jones tonight with Amari Cooper and Cheeto Awuzie probably lined up and matched up together. I would expect Awuzie to travel with Amari Cooper. So I think a fascinating storyline tonight is Cam Taylor-Britt and how he handles the big stage. How does a guy like Dominique Davis handle the big stage? It's a big game for the Bengals. They absolutely, positively need to win this game. They can't go 0-3 in the division. Correct.
Yes, exactly. You cannot go 0-3. We got to win this game. But you win this game, the Browns are done. It's a two-team.
Pretty much.
That's what I was going to say. On the flip side for the Browns, they have to come in desperate because they can't lose another game. Period.
Yeah, but I would say with the Browns, they are reading the writing on the wall. They were hoping to win 2 of those close games, and if you flip the ending, like the Bengals, if you flip the ending of 2 of their losses, and you're talking about a team that's tied with the Bengals 4-3, but they could not get it done. The Bengals did get it done on the road in New Orleans. They did get it done last week against Atlanta.
Are you in the dog pound? Are you in the dog pound, Jeff?
I am actually right behind me. If you look all the way down, that's the old dog pound. We're as many Bengal Browns fans watching this know, this is on the exact same footprint as the old Cleveland Municipal Stadium. So the dog pound would be all the way down on the other end where you see the stripe, the white stripe, all the way down, and then you see dark brown on either side. Yeah. That would be the old dog.
Uh-oh.
So that's where Chad probably jumped into it, right? Tried to. They rejected Chad.
Yeah, they knocked him out.
They
We're
bounced him
back.
out the club.
There you go. He's back. There you go.
That was where Chad tried to jump into, right? And they said nope.
Yeah, correct. That is correct. That is exactly right. That was down on the other end. I'm on the end right outside the Bengal locker room.
Well, that's good. That's good.
That's good
So,
spot to be.
I got some questions here. Do you think Dax Hill gets some snaps tonight?
Yeah, definitely think he gets some help, snaps tonight. He could be one of the guys that gives some help to Cam Taylor-Britt in certain situation. Look, I have been as impressed as everybody else by what Dax Hill has been able to do. And let's not forget the play he made at the end of the Saints game. Mm-hmm. That's one of the biggest plays of the season.
Oh, absolutely.
If he doesn't make that play, they likely go on to lose that game. And then what are they? They are at that point 2-4, and the panic starts to set in. Both, I think, a little bit inside the locker room as well as all around outside. And he came over, did what he was noted to do at Michigan, came in, knocked the ball away, gave help at the right time, read the play, read the deep ball, and that's what they brought him here to do. Cam Taylor-Britt's a very, very fast cornerback, but we're going to wait and see how he plays positionally. There's one thing to have speed, and you obviously, as a corner, you do need speed. You need straight line speed. But how do you position yourself? How do you play leverage? Well, if you get out of position, and he's going to have his snaps where he does, you need some help over the top, and Dax Hill, along with Jesse Bates, obviously, could be that help that that Lou Anarumo decides to give him tonight. I'm curious to see how that unfolds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always good. Good.
I was gonna say, we're talking safeties. Do you think Von Bell is playing like a Pro Bowler? I think it's his best season, and he's fringe right now. And if he keeps playing the way he is, I think he's a Pro Bowler.
Well, I think there are people who would make the argument Von Bell's more of a priority to sign long term the way he's played this year than even Jesse Bates, and that would have been sacrilege before the season began. But the way the two are playing right now, I mean, Jesse needs, and he knows this, he needs to pick up his production. He needs to get in on more pass breakups. He needs to pick off a couple of passes here and there and start showing that he can be a difference maker in that secondary. You don't get paid, $15-16 million a year to be good. You get paid to be a difference maker, and he knows that. And I think this could be a game tonight. Jacoby Brissett has thrown his fair share of interceptions. I think he has 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the season. He will put the ball up for grabs if you get pressure on him. Also keep an eye tonight on Trey Hendrickson. He had a neck injury that was substantial, but Trey Hendrickson is a very quick healer, and he went through the treatment, fully participated in practice on Saturday. He should be good to go, but again, you want to manage that kind of situation carefully. If he has any lingering effects, you want to get him out of the game, and maybe you see Joseph Asai come in. But could, in a game like tonight, if the Bengals are successful in managing Nick Chubb and not letting him gash them the way he has in the past, if they're able to get Cleveland in a couple of 3rd and long situations, I want to see Joseph Asai be a difference maker tonight. Want to see him get to the quarterback. He showed, obviously, he got his first NFL regular season sack last week against Marcus Mariota and the Falcons, but he needs to be given the opportunity to show something. Bengals could show some NASCAR looks where you go with,
I think it's coming.
3 defensive linemen that can get after the quarterback in terms of Sam Hubbard, Trey Hendrickson, and you put
BJ
Joseph
Hill,
Asai,
Tepele, whoever.
But certainly 3 to me would be a sprint. If it's not a full NASCAR, it would be definitely a sprint formation, a sprint look to the defensive line.
Hubbard, Hendrickson, and who else?
Hendrickson, Hubbard, and Osai would be kind of a sprint look to the defensive line, where you put Osai in the B gap and let him, the whole point of doing that is you put 2 heavy pass rushers located on 1 or 2 gaps of the offensive line and twist them, stunt them, do whatever, and put extra pressure there and let the rushers in the middle of the line do what they do, and then let Sam Hubbard on the other side of the line. You stress the offensive line by doing that. And, I think you're going to see more of that if all three of them stay healthy as the season goes on.
Yeah, I'm excited about what Joseph Osai can do. We were all excited about him last year. We're finally, hopefully, getting a full season of him so far. Trags, I want to let before I don't know how long you got.
Is that
I got time for about 2 more minutes.
The Goodyear blimp just hovering.
That's a
over
good
you?
question. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That is a Goodyear blimp. Good job, Dale.
Yeah, it keeps flying over you. I'm like, hey, what's up? Goodyear
That
blimp.
is. It didn't have to go very far from Akron.
I'm gonna let you plug your podcast and articles and whatever you got coming out here before you have to go. So,
You want me to do that right now? I will do that. Follow me on Twitter at Trags, TRAGS. Just follow my stuff online on clnsmedia.com, of course, and be sure to click on the link on the YouTube page. Do a search for Jungle Roar Podcast, and it should be one of your favorite Bengal bookmarks on YouTube. I want to hear all of your comments, good, bad, and indifferent. But the Jungle Roar Podcast on YouTube, my podcast, my pregame reports, my postgame locker room reaction, my postgame reports, it's all up there. And I look forward to hearing from all of Houday Nation on this Halloween night.
Hey, Trags, I'm available to come on as a guest anytime.
wait, no, I was gonna say that first.
Bill Altman from
Bengals.
Bengals and Bruce. You got to come on Bengals and Bruce, too. And crush
All right.
drinks with us, all right? You got to do it sometime.
All right, Trags, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming on.
I beat you to it, Jeff. Cool. I beat you.
I know.
All right, gents.
Thanks, Trags.
Hey, enjoy the game.
Houday.
Houday.
Houday. All right, guys. I love it. You finally got on. That was pretty cool from the field. Yeah,
that was cool.
That's pretty damn cool. That was worth waiting for. I like that.
I sledded myself out there at the end so bad.
Oh, you totally did.
I might as well been over and been like, hey, how do you want
no. Well, if you got Trags on there drinking beers with you, I got to come on, though. I mean, come on.
Yeah, duh. You're basically part of the show anyways.
Exactly.
That's so Friday, I'm going to promote my stuff now. So Friday on Bengals and Brews.
Yep.
Which I'm going to be on this show tomorrow because we got a giveaway to do. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, we'll get that.
But Friday we got the Goodberry Brothers. And come on, man. One time I had this guy come on there and he had an earpiece in and he went and he took a piss and all of a sudden we can hear him taking a piss. He didn't mute it. He didn't take his earpiece out or nothing. Like, oh my God, it was
what dumbass did that?
I can't remember the guy's name. It was like Iceberry Straws or something. I don't know.
That dude's messed up, dude. That's retarded. I can't believe
it was like, and they were just like, wait, am I hearing piss? And it was like, yeah, that was piss. Just straight up piss. And like, that actually happened.
That actually happened, yes.
But so that
won't be happening this Friday, though. I'll tell you that.
But I heard that guy's supposed to come on. Whoever it was, we're gonna just invite him back. The Mad Pisser. We're gonna invite the Mad Pisser back anonymously, along with the Goodberry Brothers and Derek and I for Friday at I think 7 p.m. And man, I love those guys. I love hanging out with those guys. It's always a good time.
Oh, they're awesome. I love hanging out with them too. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So thank you for letting me come on your show Friday. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
You're welcome. I live on your show, so.
So let's get to this. Our announcement tomorrow. I'm getting excited about this. If you guys have not registered yet,
what are you doing? Number one,
exactly. Why the hell not?
There's like 42. I think 42 or something right now. Like you have a 1 in 42 chance right now.
Go there. Right
Bengal
there.
bots. We're not Bengals bots.
What?
You just fucking misspelled those damn.
Bots. I didn't say bots, did I?
Oh, Jesus. Fucking cray.
What am I going to do with myself? Here, do this.
It's Bengals_boys too.
There
guys.
you go.
Yeah.
That one. I put bots. Oh, God, I can't spell.
Facebook, Twitter, wherever, Bengals and Brews, or, Jeff's pages, hopefully it's spelled right.
Hopefully it's spelled right.
But our pages, it is spelled right. I give the direct link. So you click that, you give your email address, your name, and your date of birth. That's the only 3 things you give. You're pre-registered, which means they're going to send you. And here's the thing. That's not saying, oh, you got to sign up for a bet later. No, listen, honestly, because here's the thing. And God, I'm gonna get fired before I even start this job with
You're
Betfred.
getting fired.
But listen, what you could do is you could fucking put it into spam once January comes around, and fucking but you can still get entered for this drawing. I'm trying to tell people
You're speaking the truth, Dale. You're speaking the truth.
If you don't want to gamble and you know you're not going to sign up for Betfred, you can still pre-register and you can literally mark it as spam when they message you on January 1st to register.
Or
you could register.
Or you could register with $20 free Betfred, and you could add their $20 onto it and bet the Bengals to win the Super Bowl and win like $1,000 or something.
Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah. Or the parlays and all this stuff that people are doing. They're fun. They are, bet $5 and you bet six things and maybe you win a couple grand. Those are fun. I'll probably do some of that for sure. But I'm just saying, if you are totally against gambling, but you still like to set in a Bengals suite.
Yeah. Which
you're not. It's not going to cost you anything to do this.
No, it costs you nothing. Just put your
You
name
don't
there.
have to have a Twitter. You can Facebook us, Sherry. As long as you show that you.
As long as you follow the show. Yeah,
and that you register. Because the link we put everywhere. And screenshot that you registered and say, hey, I registered. I will put your name down. We're drawing tomorrow on this show.
Yeah, now the we're cutting off at noon tomorrow, so that's the cutoff, so we can figure out.
Cutoff's at noon. We're announcing it at 6. We want to have a graphic, which is literally going to just be like a pop-up graphic with the name. But
woo! We're not gonna have guns blazing or anything. You're the winner, and champagne. And
I mean, I'll be at work all day. I'll be doing good to get the number generator down. But hey, I keep up on it. Work smarter, not harder, So I've had everybody that's entered, number 1 and their name, number 2 and their name. So all I got to do is a number generator between 1 and whatever number we end up with. Right now it's 42. So if Sherry
42, we need to get 100, people. Come on, we need 100. Go out there and sign up.
Whatever. So if it's 1 to 43, boom, number generator. That number says 23. Boom, I go to number 23. That person, that's the winner.
So basically, if you're signed up, you got a pretty darn good chance of winning. It's only 43 people.
And it's at minimum $1,000 a ticket to set in a suite.
Yes.
That's
so it's a legit
20,000 lowest price for a suite in the stadium.
So again, go to Betfred right here, right there. Sign up there. Follow, subscribe to both our shows, Bengals and Brews, Strawberry Ice. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, screenshot it, send it to us, and that guy will get you entered right there.
Yeah, I'll get you entered. I'll get you entered. I'll get you
entered. Entered. Entered, not enter. Entered.
I mean, you send me a couple $100, I'll get you entered.
Enter. Oh. Foxy sent a $2. Where do I send a screenshot? Send it to Dale Altman. No, send it to Bengals and Brews and Strawberry Ice. Just tag us on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter or Facebook.
Yeah, either or.
I got 7 accounts anymore. I can't keep track of that shit.
Yeah, thanks for the $2 super chat there, Foxy. Appreciate it, brother. All right, Dale. It's almost 6 o'clock. I think trick or treat's about to start.
We still have 2 hours and 15 minutes.
I got people coming over. I got a fire to start. I got candy to hand out. I got stuff to do. Okay.
I'm a big timer. Look at me.
No, I'm not big time. I gotta go hang out with.
I have a life. I have friends and family. No one loves me. I'm just gonna be home alone, sitting here with my freaking 8 cats I didn't want, my 3 dogs. What the fuck am I gonna do tonight? No, wait on the game.
I mean,
I might be asleep by that time.
I could just leave the show and leave it on, and you could just talk to everybody if you want to.
Yeah, you guys want to join? I might just do a show later.
I think you should do that. Why don't you do a show later?
No, I probably won't.
Oh, God. All right, brother. Happy Halloween. We're going to win this. Get this dub tonight, boy.
Ooh. You know what I'd be scared of? Deshaun Watson.
That's a good mic drop right there. You'd be scared of Deshaun Watson. Boom. Oh, I smell the fire going. All right, here. Let me get to the Facebook group let me live stream, and I appreciate every single one of them. There, Who Day Nation, Who Day Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar, and you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trinopole. TikTok is at Iceman90. YouTubers, like I said, you guys are awesome. I am at 1,449 subscribers. I'm 51 away from 2,000. Tell your friends, say your names, my Sports Strawberry Ice. I appreciate you guys. We're going to get this dub. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. You guys have a wonderful Halloween. I'll see you tomorrow. We're doing the giveaway tomorrow. Be here at 6 o'clock. Well, it starts at 5:30. I will start at 5:30 tomorrow. So 5:30 to 6:30. Make sure you're here at 6 o'clock. Find out who wins. We're going to get this dub. Who Day? And that's your sports, baby. See ya!
Let's go. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, Who Day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who Day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle dripping heat, tigers strike the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' Who Day, time to put your hands up. Bingo stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who Day in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the bounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that Who Day muscle on them. Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who Day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move dancing on? Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em. Yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange upon 'em. Bingo bottle, never stop it. To the beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossing on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, Who Day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and